We are live, okay? We are live with the cooking show. Welcome to Me Moments. This is it.
I cannot play with this Facebook thing this morning. I don't know what it's doing, but we are live
We
everywhere
are live.
else.
We are
I'll
live.
see if I can add it in later. I'll come back to y'all. Love
Yeah.
you though. Love you.
You're like, Tiffany,
Hey.
hello.
Ooh,
Hello.
it's tap in Tuesday, y'all. Ooh,
Yeah. Let's
we
do
can
our
tap in
intro
today.
and warm up. We need to warm up with the intro.
Warm it up. Warm it up.
With the
All right,
intro.
here we go. Hey,
Okay.
good morning, Auntie. I see you, Auntie Joyce.
We are awake now.
What's that?
That was the fan doing what he does.
Oh, that was your fan? I didn't know what that was. I was like, you got somebody else coming into the building?
That's an entrance right there. That's an
I'm looking
entrance.
around like, damn
Where
it,
did
is
this
it
go?
my stuff again?
We have a surprise guest for you. That's the noise. Be ready.
Hello. All right. Okay.
Wow.
It's been that
Yep.
kind of morning already. I told you I
That's what
woke up
happened. I
like,
need an upgrade. So that thing is gonna probably cook any minute. Just like poof,
you can upgrade us. Yes, you can help us.
Let me
I can use an
upgrade
upgrade.
ya.
We need an
My
upgrade.
laptop can use
Upgrade.
an upgrade.
Oh, so happy
Woo!
Tuesday, y'all. Happy
Happy
Tap In
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So I want to tap into self-love a little bit today. I need some self-love. See, I got my Slay with Trey
You
shirt
tap in
on
every
with my
day,
heart on.
so
I need some self-love up in here. I need something.
Always have self love. We will
Something.
give you the love.
Yeah, we need more today. I need a little bit more
you need a little
today.
sprinkle.
That's right.
Yes.
Don't wait for love. You're
Hey,
gonna get the chance to
Sprinkle
love.
it.
Wait for love. Oh, I'm
Sprinkle
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry. I had a Luther flashback. I'm sorry.
Luther. Love
Oh,
you, Luther. Sending you love.
Luther.
Luther.
Ooh. So today's topic, self-love, a non-negotiable. I don't know if that's a question for you or exclamation mark for you, but it's an exclamation mark for me today. I need the exclamation mark. And listen, Marie laughs at me all the time because I always find these little hidden jewels, right? Is what I like to call them. She calls them. Oh, you're not another folder. You found another folder because I always have these little folders with stuff in it, right? And
Somewhere.
so, and so one of the things that I came across over the weekend was this little piece that I had written. I was like, oh my God, I forgot I wrote about that. She's like, oh Lord, I could just hear her. Oh,
Oh
oh Lord.
Lord.
But let me share this little piece with you
From the secret folder, the
from the
secret
secret,
stash of gems.
the Slay Stash. It's from the Slay Stash. There we go. Your physical heart must feel itself fully before it can give blood to the rest of the body.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, it can't do its job. It cannot do its job if it does not care for itself first.
Mm-hmm.
It has to. It's like, I got to get full first. I got to get full first. So consider self love in the same light. You must fully love yourself first. Otherwise, you cannot fully love, nurture, or give of yourself to others. So, for this reason, every goddess must slay, every goddess must seek self love at all costs. And in my mind, self love or the journey to self love, because that journey never ends,
Mm-mm.
it is a non negotiable for me. Is it for you? Is it non negotiable? Is it?
That's the question.
Question. Fully love yourself first.
Well,
Yes.
the actions would reflect that love first.
Mhm.
And the way to reflect that action of self love first is to care for that person, care for yourself first. The way that I self love on a daily basis is to take time out to meditate. I write down a couple of things I'm grateful for. I thank God for, being able to wake up another day, read a couple of scriptures, and I feel like I've taken care of myself first. So then I got my teacup hot with hot water, ready
Mm,
to fill up others as the day goes on. Like you
mhm.
ladies, I'm ready to fill up. It's not Folgers either. It's just tea. Thank
Just
you
a
very
little,
much.
just a little tea.
A little tea.
A
Just a
little
little.
tea in the mornings. A little tea. I like that, Val. Though I like that you start your day with you,
And
right? And
that's
that's the whole
every
point.
day.
That's the whole point of me moments is to start your day with you.
Yep.
Start. I'm starting my day with me.
Right.
I have to fill my cup before I can go out and pour
Mm-hmm.
into the rest of
Others.
the world. Hmm.
What about you, Marie?
Oh yeah, throw that around. I was gonna throw that back to Tracy.
What?
Throw it. Another question. I'm like, throw that back
We're
around.
we're
Throw
playing
that back
backgammon.
around. I think for me, it's been more this not leaping out of bed in the morning like I used to before, where it's just like, it's just this rush. So there's no time to even just think. So even if I wake up without an alarm, even though one is set. So now I can just wake up when I need to wake up. But I still have extra time to just kind of like be still, and gather my thoughts. And some of my meditation, I do that while I'm still in bed in terms of really thinking about, not thinking about anything, just allow myself to just wander off and be with my own thoughts. And that's a nice thing to have. No
Yeah.
noise, nothing.
Oh,
So I may do like one guided meditation, right? Where it's already set for the day before I even get out. Because once you get up, who knows what's going to happen. And so for me, I had to do the first 10 minutes while I'm still laying there. And then from there, just slowly, like I really don't want to be rushing through, like, oh my God, I have something else to do, or turn on my phone, or go look on anything, because that become too stimulated too quickly.
yeah.
And so with the apps that some of us use, it's like you get a little affirmation, you have the guided where you just literally just go through with whatever the person is saying that day, and then go about my day. And then I just do a little warm water, nothing crazy. I mean, it's always cold. So with the lemon, just to get my body warmed up. So for me, it's inside and out. And I like the slowness of the day and the quiet of the day, and not too much noise. And of course, there will be some music playing, but nothing crazy. I always start with India and probably end with India or something else, just to get myself moving for the day. But it's very calm. Like there's no rush. There's no, I have to get to a place by a certain time. And even in our house, we do that now. Like in the pandemic, people working from home, and you're rushing, you swallowing breakfast, you're doing all this stuff. So I don't do any of that stuff yet. Um, and it's better that way, right? Because I feel like I'm more intentional in moving slower. And it feels like we're so used to being productive where like, you're not doing anything. I'm like, I think that first 30 minutes, it's okay, but you have to set it. I don't need to be
We'd
productive
be
the moment
okay.
I wake up.
We'd be okay with that. And for me, it takes more than that first 30 minutes. I probably need an hour. So in the initially, because I'm coming on here, I get up. I start with my deep breaths, and I
Ah,
too with a little bit of gratitude, just like, oh my gosh, I am grateful to be up this morning, and I wake up before the alarm now,
yeah.
so I'm probably getting up at like 10 or 15 minutes to 4. So it's a lot still. So um, with me coming here and doing all of this, what I do is I just do a little something for myself first. I come here, I do this, I go to Clubhouse, and then that first hour after, I just have to do something for myself. Yeah, so don't call on me after that. Don't. I love y'all. Call me in a couple of hours after. Yeah, and sometimes that just means getting more rest for myself and just taking time to love on me.
Yeah, since doing this show, I now find myself my night clock is starting to say it's time to go to bed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like at about 10:30, because I used to make fun of people. You a punk going to bed around 10 o'clock, 10:30. What's wrong with you?
You can't hang.
You can't hang. Come on, And I like what Marie said. She said she's more intentional with her first 30 minutes. I
Minutes.
love that, and of course, I said I had my things I write down. I'm grateful
Mhm.
for my little prayer time.
Yes.
Gets me all centered, and you waking up before. That means that's three something because I'm thinking about the time difference, and
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like I'm processing, but it's
Time
Right.
but it's
zone
whatever you're.
conversion. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm doing the time conversion, and it's like,
Ooh.
yeah, but you feel so much refreshed when you take that time
Hmm.
to literally look inward and heal inwardly. Breathing, exercising. Before this, I used to do yoga. There was a cute lady I used to follow on Amazon Prime, and I would do she'd have 30 days of yoga, and I just repeat it. And I was noticing my stomach was flatter doing yoga. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
she's always having us suck in our gut and we stretching and stuff. And I think I did something weird to my right knee. But other than that, I mean, it was fun. I liked that I had that time and I felt ready to take on the world, ready to go and, you know, challenge and charge. But taking that time out first, these are elements of self-love. All of it is elements of self-love.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And those are habits because once you do those 7 days, those 14 days, those 21, 30, whatever it is, you stay consistent. And
Mhm.
then even if you stop, you're like, oh, I should be doing something during that time. And so it becomes a reflex. And I think everything that we do that's positive, that's part of your lifestyle in terms of healthy living, it has to be a habit. It cannot be if I feel like it. Like right now, it's like, oh, it's snowing. We are not doing yoga. Ooh, it is raining. We are not walking. Or whatever it is, you don't let all these external forces or other people's energy change what you intend to do. So that's why you have to be intentional and say, this is a priority to me. It is non negotiable and it's not based on other people and other things around you. And that happens all the time. Like your mood can shift and you're like, I am done. We are not going to this,
Mm.
exercise thing, or I'm not going to do my meditation because I don't feel like it. Or I feel a certain kind of way. But if you say you're going to do it, and it goes back to one of the affirmation in the Slay book, keeping your promises to yourself. So if you say you're going to love yourself, care for yourself, keep that promise to you because we're good at keeping promises for other people.
We
But we
are.
never say I do to ourselves and to the things we want to do for us
Mm.
that nourish us inside and out. So that's
We
the thing. Make promise to
yes.
yourself you will do that and keep it.
Yes. And that is on page 168 of
All
the
right, now we have a reference.
it's number 21. I mean, it is so very important. It's a nowism. Things that are true, no matter whether we believe them in the moment or not. These are
Hmm.
things that are true. And keeping my promises to myself matter more than anything else.
Yep.
Yeah, it has
Start
to
there.
start there.
Yeah.
It has to start there. And for me, it's more than just um, getting up in the mornings and doing that thing, right? It's like a love affair.
Oh.
So what?
Mm.
So remember, I was talking about having the greatest romance this year that has never been told. With myself. I think that is so very important. And now that we're in the season of love, the Valentine's Day, with Valentine's Day just around the corner, it just makes me think about it even more. How can I love myself more in this moment and pour into myself? And
Right.
so for me, a lot of times it's going back and it's reading and gaining knowledge from a book that I wrote, but there's so much more in it. You go back and you get these little pieces, and uh, I don't know, it just gives you something different every time.
Hmm.
For me, that's how it works.
Yeah, it's good to have affirmations. I was taught about affirmations years ago, and just to battle against negative self-talk and negative put downs. I don't know if we realize how many negative things we say to ourselves in the course of a day.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could be driving and go, "Oh shoot, that was a dumb move." You're calling yourself dumb. It's not. It doesn't sound mean, but it's just you. Oh, I bought the wrong piece of something. I bought the wrong food. What was I thinking? That was such a dumb move, or that was such a horrible move. And it's like, why are we saying that to
To
ourselves?
ourselves.
Yeah, why am I calling myself dumb? The degrees on my wall scream, I ain't dumb. I is a
Even
college
without the
graduate.
You
degree,
were
even without the
born
degree.
into this space and time, at
Mhm.
this space and
Mhm.
time, and there is nothing stupid about you. You know,
Exactly.
it's it should all be love, but we were
Mhm.
also inundated over time with other people's thoughts and belief systems and
Mhm.
just, ways of being. And like I've said in the past, we take that on. A
Mhm.
Yeah,
lot of times we take it on. But that self-talk is everything to this journey.
it is.
Yep.
We have to just listen to that, and when it gets negative, you shut it down and you come up with some great affirmations.
Hmm.
Yes, do not let it. Do not do not let the external forces change good habits, especially when you get going in that good habit. If you
Mhm.
started a habit of working out, doing yoga, practicing daily meditations, if it's raining or or me and Marie's case, snowing,
Mm. All of it, all the combo,
all of it.
all of it happening,
At the same time, that's
Mhm.
Cleveland for you.
all of it,
Love y'all.
all of it. You like, I'm staying in bed. I'm not coming out. Nope,
No,
we're
no,
not
we
doing this. We're not
have to
doing.
keep that promise to ourselves to, and it's and scary enough being intentional about great or good habits. In other words, when you hear yourself talk negative to yourself, have be very intentional. Nope, I am smart, I am kind, I am beautiful.
Mm.
If you're saying that to yourself, it might sound silly, but I love it.
Yeah.
I look in the mirror and I look at myself and go, "How you doing, gorgeous? How you
Oh,
doing?"
all right now.
Yes, a part of the look.
And it's
And I know Tracy's the
good.
greatest love of love has ever been sold. That's Prince,
Yes, it
right?
Yes,
is.
that's the song. Yeah.
Yes, it
I knew
is.
it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
The great. I can't
Song
hit
is a
that high note.
song.
And the whole thing is kind of high like that. It's ever
All
been
the
so
songs.
right.
Hmm.
All the
Great song.
songs.
Great song. But yeah, that's and the great. I'm so grateful that you wrote the book, and it's. I love that you say I have to go back to the book myself.
I
Go back
do.
to it.
I
Go back.
do. It's like, man, and you know how I don't know if for those of you who write, and you write a lot, or if you journal a lot, you go back and you read something, you're like, man, I wrote that. That was powerful. Let me go back and read that again.
You sure did. You wrote it.
You wrote it.
You wrote all of it.
Yeah, yes,
And
yes,
you
yes.
and
All
And
of it.
changing the narrative, man. Later on in the week, we're gonna talk about that as a whole, collectively, us changing the narrative, and I'm looking forward to that one. We're talking about creating legacies and doing that this week. We talked a little bit about it last week, but we didn't really get to do a bit of a deep dive into what that really means and what that
Mm.
looks like. So, hey, Belinda, how you doing, goddess? We'll see you in a minute. We'll be over in a minute. We coming to Clubhouse. So, in this season of love, just make sure that you are loving yourself, taking some time to get to know you better, creating good habits around self love, right?
Mhm,
Self love
mhm,
awaits you. Self love awaits you. Self love awaits you. Slaying is a habit. Make it a habit to slay in the morning, in the evening. Oh my gosh, a lot of times what I'm finding now, and I'm that's a habit that I'm trying to create. Going to bed at a decent time and giving and creating my own self love rituals around that.
Mhm.
right, mhm. Yeah, we got to. We've got to. And like I was saying earlier, just getting rest is a form of self-love. Eating right and eating healthy is a form of self-love. Exercising your brain where you're meditating and breathing in and out is a form of self-love. I think it's all a part of Now, flirting with the guy at the coffee shop. I don't know if that's a form of self love. I
Mm,
don't know.
that's the external forces now. We're going
Exactly.
external.
Oh, a little flirt don't hurt. A little flirt don't hurt.
Yep.
Right,
As long as you're enjoying yourself, so enjoy yourself.
yeah, you
You're
have
like a little eye candy. You're like, ooh, more than coffee. Okay.
to.
I
Get you
wanna
some
get
in.
you
Get you
to
some.
tea.
Whatever you do, you
More
do,
than
boo.
coffee. But those are the things too, where sometimes I think we think is gonna be these grand things on a daily basis, right? Like, oh, I have to
Mhm.
go here, I have to go there. But it's like, here's another song. It's really the little things, right? So the things that makes you feel good, the things that remind you it's a good day to be alive. It's the thing that just reminds you, like, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I can still do this. And
Mhm.
you're breathing, you're smiling, you see someone or something that just makes you like, oh my God, it's a good day, right? So you can bask in that, because how many times you find so many reasons to say it's horrible, it's this, it's that. So imagine if you simply bask in the good. There are
Mhm.
so many good things. And sometimes it's the small things, like you said, going to the coffee shop, doing the things you enjoy, waking up and stretching, doing deep breathing. And then gradually, it's literally, there's so much more
Yeah.
to be grateful for, and acknowledge them when they happen and celebrate them. I think we wait too long to be like, "Ooh, that was a good thing," after the fact. But acknowledge the things we're celebrating every single day. Or celebrate you. For me,
Yeah.
celebrating you is part of self love. Celebrating you, you,
It
you, you.
is.
Yeah.
Really is.
Yeah. I got something done yesterday. Like I did a full follow through. I don't know if
Ooh.
like you start at point A, but then the other things that you have to get done relies on other people, but it relies on you to get to that person. I had to had something notarized, and come to find out that my bank does the notary, and that's free because you
Yeah,
bank
yeah.
with them.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Totally
Indeed.
forgot about that. So I got that done. I got it all emailed to the person that I needed it to, and it was done before the end of the day, before the end of the business day, which is approaching 5 p.m.
Yes,
And I
yes.
and I rocked that out. I was like, yes. I didn't put anything else before that. That was a priority in the morning that
Mm-hmm.
stayed with me all day, and I saw it all the way through. And to me, keeping that promise to yourself that no, this is going to get emailed, this is business, I will take
Focused.
care of this. Yes, that is a form of self-love. I
Mm-hmm.
know it is, because I felt so much better and not stressed when I had to move to the next situation in the evening. I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yes.
You did
But
it. Now,
even acknowledging during those times of stress, which
Mhm.
some of us have more than others, even acknowledging that, okay, this too shall pass. I got to get through it. It's part of the process of just living. Things
Mhm.
are going to happen. Things are going to
mm-hmm.
come out. But when those stressful moments come and they elevate, it's a sign that it's time for me to back up and
Mhm.
deal with whatever is going on. I'm sorry, that echo is driving me crazy, and it wasn't there earlier. Um, anyway, but dealing with whatever stressors come. And
Mm-hmm.
here's the other point I want to make. Just because we're saying get yourself to a positive place doesn't mean we mean for you not to feel what you're feeling in the moment. Sometimes you're going through some stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it is
Mhm.
for you to go through. Just be mindful of that. But getting to a place of ultimately loving yourself and just taking care of yourself, that's always going to be your ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sometimes we dip down and we go into the valleys, and we have to deal with whatever we have to deal with in those spaces as well.
Yeah, and that's part of that practice, right? In terms of giving
Yeah.
yourself grace. There will not be anything perfect. Like the people who think it's perfect, it's smooth, or the fact that we get to be grateful every day and positive, that means, oh, we have zero problem. We have zero reason to be in a bad mood, for somebody to like annoy us, or we get frustrated. All that is still going on. This allows you to still be grounded. Now, you may still go off, but acknowledge that, acknowledge your feeling, and
Mm-hmm.
then get yourself back together. Now,
You
it
still
doesn't gonna
have
be
to
like,
whoop some ass, but do it in love. I'm just doing it in love,
right.
baby.
But those are the things, as you do it, like you know yourself well enough to know there's some situation, don't put yourself in that situation. Or you can feel certain things coming where you're like, let me counter it by doing this. And that's why I think starting a certain way, going to sleep a certain way, even before going to sleep, all that is setting you up to
Yeah.
create the kind of day, the kind of week, the kind of just how you want things to go. And so then when things come at you, your responses are very differently than when you just like all over the place and you're not centered and grounded.
Mm-hmm.
So all that help you, and that's because you help yourself first. You fuel yourself, you grounded yourself, you did the things that helped you feel good. So when a negative thing come at you, a negative energy person, they're not gonna get at you the same way. And so that's for your own good. That's for your own good.
Oh my good. Yes.
You own good.
All
Yeah.
right.
And
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
that's
Oh
self-care.
yes. There we
And
go. There we
and
go.
and Tracy did a deep dive of self-love. We call it self love in progress. And she appeared on my interludes podcast. So guys, go ahead and check it out. That is in the chat.
Check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, Tracy's a great guest. She was a great guest. We had a lot of laughs,
Yes.
like we do on this platform.
All the time. I
Always.
have to laugh. I don't know. People like, is that an issue? Is that something wrong? I think somebody on Clubhouse
No,
said,
it's
well, I
very
just want to
healing. I
laugh.
love laughing. Isn't that
It
healing?
is healing. It
It
is.
is
It
healing.
really
It
is. It
is.
really is.
I
It's
think
a
both,
lift
yeah,
of your
laughter
mood,
is great.
your vibration changes. Yeah. So,
Yeah. And then
yeah.
add a little movement to it with
Right.
your music.
Add a little music, a little movement. Yes. Let's keep it.
All that.
All of
All
that.
of it.
All of that. All of that. All right, y'all. I think it's about our time.
It's
Okay.
that
About
time.
that time. It's
We're
about.
heading to Clubhouse.
Yes, so we're heading over to Clubhouse to continue this conversation and to Me Moments in the Morning Part 2. You can find us at Club. Come on over there. Come on over there. Can somebody throw that up in the chat too, please?
In the
Um,
club.
and if you are listening, come on over. Look for the SLAYGROUND. That's the name of the club over on Clubhouse, and you can find us over there. Thank you all for joining us today. Sending you all much love and light and healing for your own self love journey.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Much love to you all. Mwah.
All right.